The gates of hell are an impressive structure. A great adamantine finger of rock a mile in diameter and 2 miles high punches through the surface of the cracked and baking desert plain of Limbo. On one side of this impenetrable edifice are the gates themselves, massive iron constructions hundreds of feet wide and 1,000 high. Their rough, barely worked surfaces are pocked and pitted with great bolts driven through in ragged lines, huge bands of brass running across in uneven ranks. One could be forgiven for thinking hell's a popular place to get into. Perhaps surprisingly, it is. On the outside, one wonders what happens once you pass through that terrible, cruel portal. Some believe that all hell is somehow crammed within the rock, a place where dimensions mean nothing. Others say that immediately beyond the gates, within the hollowed rock, is a great chasm that opens into the pit of hell, and that those stepping in within must surely plunge straight to their eternal dooms. Others believe that the rock conceals the top of a very big escalator. Nobody on the outside knows for sure, but everyone wants to find out. And they want to find out because anything is better than the forms. Lots of forms. Stacks of forms. An average of 9,747 of them were required to gain entrance to hell. The largest form ran to 15,497 questions. The shortest to just 5. But 5 of such subtle phraseology, labyrinthine grammar, and malicious ambiguity that, released into the mortal world, they would certainly have formed the basis of a new religion, or at the least a management course. This, then, was the first torment of hell, as engineered by the soul of a bank clerk. Nobody had to fill in the forms, of course, but given that the alternative was eternity spent naked in an endless desert that has never known night, most people found themselves sooner or later queuing up at a small porter's door set into one of Hell's gates. There they would receive a form entitled Infernal Regions, Local Authority, Hades Admission Application, Provisional, a quadruple A/342, and a soft pencil. Congas of hopeful applicants wound around the gatehouse like a line drawn by somebody wanting to find out how much writing you can get out of a box of ballpoints. The formerly quiet desert hummed to a steady drone of sub-vocalized reading and flipped pages. New arrivals and old hands queued patiently at the porter's door to hand in and receive forms. The quickest route through that paper trail necessitated the completion of 2,785. But nobody had yet fulfilled the extremely narrow conditions that would permit such a speedy passage. Most could anticipate 3 or 4 times as many, not counting forms rejected for mistakes. The hand-picked team of administrative imps that dealt with admissions didn't like errors at all. Nor did they issue erasers.